Welcome to SmartGoAcademy. Today we're going to practice general science multiple choice questions. Question 1. The underground part of a plant is called Option A, root system. Option B, shoot system. Option C, vascular system. Option D, leaf system. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The underground part of a plant is called the root system. It anchors the plant in the soil and absorbs water and minerals essential for the plant's survival. Question 2. The aerial parts of a plant such as stem and leaves are called Option A, vascular system. Option B, shoot system. Option C, root system. Option D, reproductive system. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The aerial, above ground, parts of a plant, including the stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits, are collectively called the shoot system. It is responsible for photosynthesis, reproduction, and transport. Question 3. Root hairs are outgrowths of Option A, xylem cells. Option B, phloem cells. Option C, epidermal cells. Option D, cortex cells. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Root hairs are tiny, hair-like extensions of the epidermal cells, outermost layer of roots. They greatly increase the surface area of the root for efficient absorption of water and dissolved minerals. Question 4. The primary root that grows from the radicle is called Option A, secondary root. Option B, tap root. Option C, fibrous root. Option D, tertiary root. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The primary root develops from the radicle, the embryonic root in the seed, and is called the tap root. It grows vertically downward into the soil and gives rise to lateral branches. Question 5. The root tip is covered by a protective structure called Option A, root cap. Option B, cortex. Option C, epidermis. Option D, root hair. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The root tip is covered by a protective thimble-like structure called the root cap. It protects the delicate meristematic tissue at the root tip from damage as it pushes through soil particles. Question 6. The region of root where root hairs are present is called. Option A. Root cap. Option B. Region of cell division. Option C. Region of maturation. Option D. Region of elongation. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The region of maturation, also called the region of differentiation, is the zone of the root where cells mature and develop into specialized tissues, including the formation of root hairs for absorption. Question 7. Fibrous roots are found in. Option A. Pine and fir. Option B. Rose and sunflower. Option C. Grasses and strawberry. Option D. Mango and apple. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Fibrous roots are a network of thin, branching roots that arise from the base of the stem. They are typical of monocot plants like grasses and also found in plants like strawberry that spread through runners. Question 8. The main function of root hairs is. Option A. Storage of food. Option B. Absorption of water and minerals. Option C. Anchoring the plant. Option D. Protection of root tip. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The primary function of root hairs is to absorb water and dissolved minerals from the soil. Their large surface area and thin walls make them highly efficient for absorption. Question 9. The shoot system consists of. Option A. Roots and root hairs. Option B. Stem. Option C. Leaves. Option D. Flowers and fruits. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Root cap and root hairs. Question 10. Which part of the embryo develops into the primary root? Option A. Plumule. Option B. Endosperm. Option C. Radicle. Option D. Cotyledon. The correct answer is option C. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The radicle is the embryonic root that develops into the primary root. Taproot. During seed germination, it is the first part of the embryo to emerge from the seed. Question 11. Roots like grasses and strawberry that do not grow deep are called. Option A, tertiary roots. Option B, secondary roots. Option C, tap roots. Option D, fibrous roots. The correct answer is option D. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. Fibrous roots are shallow, spreading roots that do not grow deep into the soil. They form a dense network near the surface, which helps in absorbing surface water and preventing soil erosion. Question 12. The region of rapid cell division in root is called. Option A, region of maturation. Option B, root cap. Option C, region of elongation. Option D, region of cell division. The correct answer is option D. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The region of cell division, meristematic zone, is located just behind the root cap. In this zone, cells divide rapidly by mitosis to produce new cells for root growth. Question 13. The primary root and its branches form. Option A, shoot system. Option B, vascular system. Option C, fibrous root system. Option D, tap root system. The correct answer is option D. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The primary root, tap root, and its branches, secondary and tertiary roots, together constitute the tap root system, which is characteristic of dicot plants. Question 14. Root cap protects the root from. Option A, damage while growing through soil. Option B, making food. Option C, transporting minerals. Option D, absorbing water. The correct answer is option A. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. The root cap protects the delicate root tip and the meristematic tissue from mechanical damage as the root pushes through soil particles. It also secretes mucilage for lubrication. Question 15. The zygote is formed by the fusion of. Option A, 2 female gametes. Option B, male and female gametes. Option C, 2 male gametes. Option D, pollen grains and ovules. The correct answer is option B. Here's the explanation for the correct answer. A zygote is formed by the fusion of male and female gametes during fertilization. In plants, the male gamete fuses with the female gamete to form a diploid zygote. Congratulations! You have completed all 15 general science questions. Great job!